Welcome to the Charcoal Barbecue Kitchen, where everything is cooked with charcoal. Today I'm going to be showing you how I'm cooking a barbecue directly from wood. And this is what I've been doing lately to save a lot of money on charcoal. And I made an invention here called the Kindleizer. And I've mounted my 8-pound maul on a little chopping platform here. And I can very quickly, in under 10 minutes, make a whole bunch of kindling for a couple of barbecues. And I'm using my stash of white oak and silver maple that I found this summer around the city. And of course I didn't pay for the wood. And with a little bit of effort, you can have free barbecues. And this technique works better than making charcoal laboriously for hours in your backyard. It's much faster to make kindling. And this design of mounting your maul is a much cheaper method than buying the expensive Kindleizers that are available. And it works just beautifully. And I'm using a rubber mallet to split the smaller pieces. And maple is just beautiful to make kindling out of. This wood is about 6 months cured that I'm splitting. And as I'll show you, it ignites just beautifully with less smoke than briquettes when you use a chimney. And I've made a custom-made chimney that's twice as big as the commercially bought ones. And I put the wood inside the chimney, and we're going to ignite it with some newspaper. And I used maybe 2 or 3 clumps of newspaper, and there's a little bit of smoke, of course, from the newspaper. And now I've got a real-time video of the ignition at 2.5 times the speed. It took about 5 or 6 minutes to get this burned down to lump charcoal in the chimney. And it's faster than igniting briquettes and less stinky smoke than briquettes. In fact, it's just a beautiful smoky flavor when you're igniting this. And you can see if you're using properly spaced out pieces of wood and also cured wood that the ignition is pretty clean. I'm adding some very small pieces that are just lying around after it's ignited. This burn down process is very clean. In order for the wood to carbonize properly, it has to be about 1 inch in diameter or less. And when the flames have died down a bit, then we know it's time to dump the fuel. And I carry the chimney in a lid of a Weber kettle over to my other barbecue on the deck, very carefully. And then we dump the freshly made charcoal into the barbecue. There's a little bit of smoke initially. You've got to let it burn down a bit. And then it's time to get cooking. Got a spatchcocked chicken here with my favorite rub on it. And we've got it positioned indirect. And there's enough juice in those freshly made coals to cook this chicken for about 40 to 45 minutes. And it's been cooking at 500 degrees. The coals die down quickly after about 40 minutes. So it's not a super long cook you can get out of that chimney of wood that I'm using to cook my food. But this chicken is just dynamite. I smoked it with an additional piece of beechwood as well. Just a gorgeous, juicy taste to this. You can see how soft as cheese that chicken is, and juicy. Here's another shot. Wow, look at the juices.